Okay, so listen very carefully. Nothing you see, nothing you hear, nothing you touch, smell, taste is real. None of it. Only what you believe, your own sensory inputs are about to communicate with you in congruence with your already existing beliefs is true. And like they say, you never ever see anything as it is, you only ever see it. You can only ever see anything as you are. In Hinduism, even after living this life, your next life, what you bring is not what actually happened in that lifetime or what was real separate from you. And instead, your chakras, which are your energy centers by which your soul travels from lifetime to lifetime, or simply the carriers of your essence, the information they bring is not one of reality, but of what you believe to be true. Did you hear that? Your beliefs are more important than reality. They literally shape and influence what you see, what you hear, what you experience in your life. In fact, there is no reality outside of your beliefs. You experience nothing outside of your beliefs. So if you believe life sucks, your life will suck. If you believe that money is scarce, your money will be scarce. If you believe that you are unlovable, you will have no love in your life. And if you believe that your health can only get worse from here, it will get worse. And if you believe that you can heal against the odds, you will heal. You get the point. And in this video, I am not going to talk about the nitty-gritty of how all this thing works, because we don't have time for that. I'm not going to talk about how your mind is literally both a receiving and a broadcasting station for information. I'm not going to talk about how your body is literally an entire ecosystem with trillions of cells that are periodically replaced, and your soul or your consciousness being the only aspect of your essence that remains unchanged. No. We don't have time for all of that. And instead, we are going to discuss the methods and skills that are going to help us shift our focus from what seems real to us to consciously guide our own thoughts and beliefs to the reality of our choosing. Because if nothing is real, there must be something within that process, that we ourselves are helping create with our own beliefs and biases at that moment. And if that's the case, it means that there is something we can do about it. But before we get to that, my new online course, How to Change Your Life with 3 Easy Steps, is now available. This course teaches you the fundamentals of how to transform even your darkest and most difficult moments in life into wisdom, success, and peace of mind. These are teachings I used in my own life to change or transform my own demons into blessings. So, if you're interested, I'll leave the link for it down below in the description box so you can sign up for the course and change your life today. Now, let's get to today's topic. So point number 1 is creation is finished. So energy is neither created nor destroyed. Everything that ever was, everything that ever will be, exists here and now. So if you really think about it, you don't have to create anything. All that is expected of you is to use your imagination. Not misuse your imagination, but use it correctly to enter the reality that you want, or the right configuration of the version of reality that you want. Because it's all about your imagination, right? And you're doing it all the time. You are entering the different versions of realities that you don't want. You are coming across things that you don't want, people you don't want, and you're just constantly stumbling upon things that you'd rather not experience. And this shows you the power of your own imagination that is able to go through different versions of realities according to what you believe about yourself and what you believe about the world. And this is so empowering to you, realizing that All the effort of creating stuff does not lie on you, and you don't even have to think about it. And the only thing that you need to do is to hold yourself accountable for your own thoughts and beliefs. So the bottom line here is you are not creating, you are not creating anything. Instead, you are unveiling. What already exists is being revealed to you. But it's not being revealed to me, you ask. Well, remember when I said at the beginning of the video that your eyes don't see, but your being does. And that's what you have to work on, You have to work on the different levels and layers of identities, labels, beliefs, thoughts, biases. All the things that exist within you are the things that are seeing whatever's happening on your outside world. They are the things that are literally being projected on your outside reality. So unless you work on all the things that you believe you are, all the things that make up your identity, all the things that you identify with in this lifetime, you are not going to be able to see anything else outside of those beliefs. So whether these beliefs were imposed on you as a child, or you have grown to internalize them and this is what you believe about the world, what you believe about yourself, if that's the case, then you will never ever see the things that you want to happen in your life. If you are planning to achieve something in a field that you believe you are not qualified for so many reasons, then you will never achieve it. Because you are living in the version of reality where you are not ready yet, not qualified, not deserving enough yet, by your own choosing. Because you have chosen this version of reality through your thoughts and your beliefs about yourself. And this way you can only ever expect failure or expect rejection in so many different ways. Even at times when there are no difficulties and there are no rejections, you yourself will stop yourself from going for these things because the belief is strong enough to hold you back. It's strong enough to keep you in the version of reality where you are not ready indefinitely. And you see the dangers of trying to create stuff in your reality. And now you have to move to realizing that your power is in realizing that you are the chooser. You choose your reality. You manifest your reality through your imagination and the will to reject your current reality for the reality that you want. The reality that you don't have to create, that already exists and that you only have to move into. Number 2 is a creative dimension. So I've just said that you don't create anything in the previous point. So what is this about? So you may not create the end result, but you are creating the manifestation process through your dedicated effort to, assume, visualize, and believe in an already existing reality. So in this dimension of the physical world, it's all about a deeper receptiveness to the vastness of time and space. And all you have to do is to focus on what you want. And that focus will illuminate the parts of eternity that are chosen or selected by your own thoughts. So you have to start thinking of yourself not as this poor victim who is just waiting for something to happen for them, or is just being so nice and good and, this very responsible person who will eventually be granted all your blessings. And you have to move into your power, because you can be a good person and experience the worst things in life. And that actually happens a lot to a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to be good and kind, but the thing is you have to learn to separate these things, and you have to move into your power by not, mixing these two things. If you want to really achieve things in life, including your health, peace of mind, and all these things that you might be missing because of all this ignorance that you have within you about what you really need to do and what you know, how powerful you are, you now have to start accepting the fact that you are a part of the creative process. You have to start thinking of yourself as the greatest piece of the puzzle. Because when you really understand this, then you are going to take full responsibility for your life, and you will never ever blame anything or anyone outside of you. And you will never ever be powerless in the face of the many challenges and difficulties you might come across in your life. Number 3 is the soul's purpose. So your soul, like everything else in existence, is not static. It's ever evolving, expanding, and refining itself with the many contrasting experiences in your existence. You've heard people say that this is a school. This is the Earth School, with all the lessons that your soul chose to learn and evolve. And because of this, you will undoubtedly experience all kinds of contrasting events, all good and bad, as part of that deal. And your role in the human experience is to pay close attention to these challenges and difficulties and be proactive in applying the lessons and try not to repeat the same patterns or cycles. Because this is really important. It's crucial. Because whatever belief you have, whatever belief system, religious or spiritual or whatever, in the end, it's all about whether you have lived your life according to your life's purpose or your soul's purpose. Because what is so serious about life that it cannot be a school, you know? What is so serious about life that you are not here for a brief moment to experience things, to learn and evolve? Because things here are transient. You yourself are here for a brief moment, and it's up to you to look into what you're doing here. You know, why are you here? And once you start to ask these questions, so many things more than the initial question are going to be revealed to you. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And above all, don't forget to make Know Thyself the mantra of the day and for all the days to come. And I will see you on my next video.